The truth is a heavy burden, but it's also the only thing that will set you free. And yet, you choose the lighter path of lies, thinking they will protect you. But they won't. Lies always lead to more lies until there's nothing left but emptiness. You've built a house of cards with your lies, stacking them high, one after another, thinking it will stand forever. But the first gust of truth will blow it all away, and you'll be left standing in the ruins of your own deceit. I wonder if you ever stop to consider the weight of the lies you tell, the damage they cause. Do you ever think about how they erode trust, how they poison relationships, how they warp your perception of reality? Or do you just keep lying because it's easier than facing the truth? The scariest thing about your lies is not just that they hurt others, but that they hurt you too. Every time you lie, you chip away at your own integrity, at the very foundation of who you are, and eventually you'll be left with nothing but a hollow version of yourself. You don't understand the power of your words. Every lie you tell creates a ripple, affecting everyone around you in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. And yet, you speak them so casually, as if they don't matter at all. I can feel the weight of your lies pressing down on me, suffocating me, drowning me in a sea of falsehoods. It's exhausting to constantly navigate your world of deceit, trying to figure out what's real and what's not. Your lies are like a storm sweeping through my life and leaving chaos in their wake. You think you can control it, but you can't. Lies are like wildfire, and they'll consume everything they touch. I've seen the way you lie, so effortlessly, so convincingly, but I've also seen the way you look away when the truth comes knocking. Deep down, you know the lies can only last for so long. The truth always finds a way to surface. What's truly heartbreaking is that you don't even seem to care about the damage your lies cause. You're so consumed by your own need to protect yourself, you forget about the people who are being hurt along the way. Lying is like building a prison for yourself. At first, it feels like freedom, but eventually, you'll realize you've locked yourself in, and no matter how many lies you tell, there's no way out. Every lie you tell is another layer of falsehood piled on top of the truth. But deep down, you know that the truth is always there, waiting to break through, no matter how hard you try to bury it. It's like you've convinced yourself that lying is the only way to survive, that the truth is too dangerous, too painful. But in reality, it's your lies that are keeping you trapped, not the truth. You've become so good at lying that you've forgotten what it's like to tell the truth. You've constructed an entire world around your lies, but the walls are crumbling, and soon nothing will be left but the shattered pieces of your deception. I can't help but feel pity for you, watching as you continue to spin your web of lies. You think you're protecting yourself, but in reality, you're only digging yourself deep into a hole you'll never be able to escape. There's a loneliness that comes with living a life of lies, a sense of isolation that grows with every false word you speak. You might think you're fooling others, but in the end, it's yourself you're fooling the most. Lies are like a mask, hiding your true self from the world. But sooner or later, the mask will slip and the truth will be exposed for everyone to see. And when that happens, you'll realize that the person behind the mask was never who you truly were. The most dangerous lies are the ones you tell yourself, the ones that convince you that everything is fine when it's falling apart. You've built a life around those lies, but eventually they'll collapse and you'll be left standing in the rubble. I see the cracks in your facade, the moments when your lies start to falter. You can't keep up the act forever, and when the truth finally breaks through, it will shatter everything you've built. Lies may protect you in the short term, but in the long run, they'll be your undoing. Every lie you tell is another step away from who you truly are, and one day you'll find that you've become a stranger to yourself. It's incredible how easily you lie, how effortlessly you distort the truth. But what's even more incredible is the way you believe your own lies, as though the truth isn't lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. Your lies may be convincing, but I can see through them. The truth always finds a way to expose itself. And when it does, all your lies will be revealed for what they truly are: empty words with no foundation. You've built your entire existence on lies, weaving a web of deceit so intricate that even you can no longer separate truth from fiction. It's astounding how you manage to smile while your conscience screams in protest, a silent battle that rages within you. In the darkness of your deceit, I can almost hear the whispers of your true self, begging to be freed from the chains of dishonesty. Yet here you are, basking in the comfort of lies, pretending that everything is just fine when it's all falling apart inside. Every word that leaves your lips feels like a betrayal, like a knife twisting deeper into a wound I never thought I'd feel. You wear your lies like armor, but the cracks are beginning to show, and the truth is seeping through in ways you can't control. You smile, you speak, you lie, but no one sees the battle that rages within you, the constant tug of war between the lies you've told and the person you truly are underneath. It's not just exhausting, it's suffocating. The audacity of your lies is what astounds me most. How you can stand there with such conviction, believing your own words, even when they are so clearly drenched in falsehoods. You've convinced yourself so thoroughly that even you don't know where the truth ends and your lies begin. I wonder, as you speak your lies with such confidence, if you even remember the person you used to be, the one who knew the value of honesty, or have you buried them so deeply that you've forgotten what it feels like to speak the truth? Lies are like poison, slowly spreading through your veins until nothing remains but a hollow shell of who you once were. And still, you continue to lie, pretending that it doesn't matter, pretending that no one sees through you. I see through your lies as clearly as day, but you seem oblivious to the cracks forming in your own facade. Perhaps the hardest part isn't the deception itself, but the fact that you've started to believe your own stories. It's strange, isn't it? How easy it is for someone to lie and convince themselves they've done nothing wrong, to justify actions that harm others as though that they are somehow righteous. It's as if you've forgotten the simple truth that honesty is a reflection of the soul. Your lies are like chains, wrapping themselves tighter around your mind with every passing moment, and yet you walk with the arrogance of someone who believes they are free. You lie to others, but more tragically, you lie to yourself. You wear lies like a second skin, so comfortable that you forget what it feels like to be vulnerable, to speak the truth. But that comfort is a lie itself, a fleeting illusion that fades the moment reality comes crashing down. You speak as if the truth is something to be feared, something to be avoided at all costs. But the truth isn't something to fear. It's a freedom, a release from the heavy burden of deception that weighs you down every single day. I've watched you spin your web of lies, each thread more tangled than the last. But no matter how tightly you weave it, eventually the truth will find a way through, unraveling everything you've worked so hard to hide. Lies are a way to escape, a temporary comfort from the harshness of reality. But in the end, they leave you hollow, trapped in a prison of your own making, with no way out but to face the truth you've been avoiding for so long. It's almost impressive how you manage to lie with such ease, to fabricate stories that sound so convincing. But the longer you keep lying, the harder it becomes to remember the truth. And soon you'll be trapped in a life you never intended to live. Every time you open your mouth, I feel like I'm suffocating under the weight of your lies. It's as if your words are a smokescreen, trying to obscure the truth from others. But the smoke only makes the truth clearer to me. The lies you tell aren't just words, they're actions, They're choices. They're a reflection of the person you've chosen to become. But deep down, I know you're still the person you used to be, the one who knew what it meant to be honest. There's something deeply tragic about watching someone lie so effortlessly as if they've forgotten the true meaning of trust, of integrity. They weave lies to protect themselves, but in the process, they lose the very thing they were trying to safeguard: authenticity. I can see the cracks in your lies, even when you try to hide them. It's in the way your words falter, the way your eyes shift when you speak. It's as if you're desperately trying to convince yourself as much as you are trying to convince me. Lies are a dangerous game, one that always ends in defeat. You may win a momentary victory, but the consequences of those lies will catch up with you eventually. And when they do, there will be no hiding from the truth.